Good evening. This is Akashvani and I am Abhishek Mukhopadhyay with the news at 9. The headlines. Viksit Bharat-G bill gets President's assent. Act guarantees 125 days of wage employment for rural households. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government working with farmers' interest as top priority, lays foundation stone of Ammonia-Urea fertilizer project in Dibrugarh, Assam. India rejects Bangladesh media's report on security breach outside its High Commission in New Delhi, voices strong concern over attacks on minorities in the neighbouring country. BJP-led ruling Mahayuti alliance inches towards massive win in Maharashtra local body polls. Severe cold wave and dense fog grip North India. IMD issues orange alert for very dense fog conditions in East Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And in women's cricket, Sri Lanka set a target of 122 runs for India in the opening T20 of the 5-match series in Visakhapatnam. President Draupadi Murmu has given assent to the Viksit Bharat Guarantee for Rozgar and Ajivika Mission Gramin Viksit Bharat-G Bill 2025. The Parliament had passed the legislation during the recently concluded winter session. We have more from a correspondent.
The Act seeks to establish a rural development framework aligned with the national vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. A statutory guarantee of 125 days of wage employment will be provided in every financial year to every rural household whose adult members volunteer to undertake unskilled manual work. This is a significant push up from the 100 days period under the previous scheme. The fund sharing pattern between the central and state governments will be 60-40 for all states except the northeastern and Himalayan states where the sharing arrangement will be 90-10. Union Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has termed the act as the next step forward for Manrega, which is in favor of development and the poor. In a video message today, the minister informed that more than 1,51,000 crore rupees have been proposed for it.
अब 125 दिन काम की गारंटी है.
Now there is a guarantee of 125 days of work and the provision of unemployment allowance has been further strengthened if work is not provided. If wages are paid late, there is a provision to give additional compensation. There is also a special provision under which administrative expenses have been increased from 6% to 9%. This amount will ensure that our colleagues involved in implementing the work, such as panchayat secretaries, employment assistant and technical staff, receive their salaries on time so that they can carry out the work properly.
The act replaces the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, Manrega 2005. Adarsh for Akashvani News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said the government is working round the clock with farmers' interests as a top priority. The Prime Minister was speaking after laying the foundation stone of Ammonia-Urea fertilizer project worth 10,601 crore rupees at Namrup in Dibrugarh, Assam today. Mr. Modi said nation's farmers and annadatas have a crucial role to play in building a developed India. He said farmer-friendly schemes have been extended to all.
विकसित भारत के निर्माण में देश के किसानों की, यहाँ के अन्नदाताओं की बहुत बड़ी भूमिका है. इसलिए हमारी सरकार किसानों के हितों को सर्वोपरि रखते हुए दिन रात काम कर रही है. यहाँ आप सभी को किसान हितैषी योजनाओं का लाभ दिया जा रहा है. कृषि कल्याण की योजनाओं के बीच ये भी जरूरी है कि हमारे किसानों को खाद की निरंतर सप्लाई मिलती रहे. आने वाले समय में ये यूरिया कारखाना ये सुनिश्चित करेगा.
The Prime Minister emphasized the fertilizer plant in Namrup, in addition to catering to Assam's needs, will also serve neighbouring states, reduce dependence on fertilizer imports and generate substantial employment opportunities.
इस फर्टिलाइजर प्रोजेक्ट पर करीब 11,000 करोड़ रुपए खर्च किए जाएंगे. यहाँ हर साल 12 लाख मैट्रिक टन से ज्यादा खाद बनेगी. जब उत्पादन यही होगा तो सप्लाई तेज होगी, लॉजिस्टिक का खर्चा घटेगा. नामरूप की ये यूनिट रोजगार, स्वरोजगार के हजारों नए अवसर भी बनाएगी.
On the second day of his visit to Assam today, the Prime Minister also interacted with students during a Pariksha Pe Charcha program aboard a cruise ship on the Brahmaputra River. Mr. Modi also visited the newly constructed Swahid Samarak Kshetra at Borgao in Guwahati, built in memory of 860 martyrs of Assam movement, and paid tribute to the martyrs. Yesterday, Prime Minister Modi inaugurated the new terminal building of Lokapriya Gopinath Bordoloi International Airport in Guwahati. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri has asserted that recently notified Petroleum and Natural Gas Rules 2025 will introduce a paradigm shift in India's quest to strengthen and boost domestic production of hydrocarbons. Sharing a news article in a social media post, the minister said the new rules provide a momentum towards achieving India's energy security. He said the new rules put a time limit on approvals. Any application for a petroleum lease now has to be decided within 180 days renewable energy projects. Union Science and Technology Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has said that electric mobility is emerging as a powerful engine of entrepreneurship, employment and livelihoods. He was speaking to the media during a visit to the Electric Vehicle EV Expo in New Delhi today. He said the government-backed ecosystem has enabled young entrepreneurs to start EV-related ventures with modest investments and scale them into higher turnover enterprises. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on X handle at AIR News Alerts, and for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download news on AIR app. India has clarified that there was no attempt to breach the fence or create a security situation by protesters gathered outside the Bangladesh High Commission in New Delhi. Responding to a media query, the Minister of External Affairs MEA said that about 20 to 25 youth had gathered in front of the Bangladesh High Commission yesterday to raise slogans in protest against the horrendous killing of Dipu Chandra Das in Memansingh, Bangladesh. It added that the protesters were calling for the protection of all minorities in Bangladesh. Our correspondent has the details.
The Ministry of External Affairs has clarified the police station at the spot dispersed the group after a few minutes. It called out that misleading propaganda is being spread in sections of the Bangladesh media on the incident and mentioned that visual evidence of this event is available publicly for all to see. The ministry also reaffirmed India's commitment to ensure the safety of foreign missions and posts in its territory in accordance with the Vienna Convention. India continues to keep a close watch on the evolving situation in the neighbouring country. The ministry said Indian officials remain in touch with Bangladesh authorities and have conveyed to them India's strong concern at the attack on minorities. New Delhi has also urged that the perpetrators of the barbaric killing of Das be brought to justice. With Adarsh and Rishu, Aman Yadav, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Meanwhile, the Indian Visa Application Centre IVAC in Chattogram has suspended its operations until further notice amid heightened security concerns. The move comes following a recent incident near the Assistant High Commission of India office in the port city. In a brief statement, the centre said a decision on reopening would be taken after reviewing the prevailing security situation. IVAC operates 5 centres across Bangladesh in Dhaka, Khulna, Rajshahi, Chattogram and Sylhet. An IVAC official said visa services at the other 4 centres are continuing as usual. In Maharashtra, BJP-led ruling Mahayuti alliance is inching towards a massive win in local body polls. Counting is underway for 285 of 288 municipal councils and Nagar Panchayats. Early trends indicate Mahayuti alliance gaining edge in the civic polls. The BJP has already secured 3 seats unopposed, with councillors and presidents elected without contest in Dondaicha Municipal Council, in Dhule and Angar Nagar Panchayat in Solapur, while the Jammer Municipal President was also elected unopposed. The local body polls were held in 2 phases on 2nd and 20th of this month. Union Minister and senior BJP leader Nitin Gadkari congratulated Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis and the party workers for winning the majority of seats in the polls. In a social media post, he said the voters have placed their trust in the BJP's development-oriented work style. Speaking to media persons in Nagpur, Chief Minister Fadnavis assured that his government would carry out development work befitting the trust that people have shown. Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan participated in the birth centenary celebrations of former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee at Indore in Madhya Pradesh today. Speaking on the occasion, the Vice President described Bharat Ratna Atal Bihari Vajpayee as a towering personality who shaped modern India with integrity, intellect and unwavering commitment to democratic values.
Sri Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji was a nation builder. He had initiated many important schemes for India's development. He led the nation on the path of development while ensuring good governance through major initiatives such as the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana, the Golden Quadrilateral Project, and several other projects that is the basis for India's development.
Speaking at the event, Chief Minister Dr. Mohan Yadav said on the 25th December, marking the conclusion of former Prime Minister's birth centenary celebrations, Union Home Minister Amit Shah will launch several development projects worth more than 2 lakh crore rupees in Gwalior. The Railways has rationalized its fare structure with effect from the 26th of this month. Under the revised structure, there will be no increase in fares for journeys of up to 215 kilometers in the ordinary class. For journeys beyond 215 kilometers, fares will increase by 1 paise per kilometer in the ordinary class, while fares will go up by 2 paise per kilometer for non-AC class in mail and express trains. In AC class, the Railways has increased the fare by 2 paise per kilometer. It also highlighted that fare in suburban and monthly season ticket have not been increased. The government e-marketplace GEM has recorded over 11 lakh registered micro and small enterprises MSEs sellers on its platform, securing orders of more than 7 lakh crore rupees as of last month. The Ministry of Commerce and Industry has said these orders accounted for more than 44% of the total order value transacted through GEM, exceeding the mandated annual procurement target of 25%. Severe cold wave has gripped North India with minimum temperatures dropping below 10 degrees Celsius in several parts of the region. The India Meteorological Department IMD has issued an orange alert for very dense fog conditions over East Uttar Pradesh and Bihar tomorrow, while dense fog will prevail at isolated places in Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Himachal Pradesh, Jharkhand, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Uttarakhand and northeastern parts tomorrow. Cold to severe cold wave conditions is predicted in Karnataka, Telangana, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, Chandigarh, Delhi and Punjab tomorrow. There is forecast of heavy snowfall over western Himalayan region in the next 24 hours. Meanwhile, the air quality in Delhi NCR continues to remain in the very poor category. The AQI of the national capital is recorded at 374 as of 7 p.m. today. In view of the prevailing conditions in the northern India, the Airports Authority of India (AAI) has issued an advisory warning of delays and changes in flight operations due to reduced visibility. In women's cricket, Sri Lanka have set a target of 122 runs for India in the opening T20 International of the 5-match series in Visakhapatnam this evening. Put into bat, Sri Lanka posted 121 with a loss of 6 wickets in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, India were 35 for 1 in 4.2 overs when reports last came in. Earlier, India won the toss and elected to bowl first. Led by Captain Harmanpreet Kaur, India are playing 5 T20s against Sri Lanka as part of the Women's T20 World Cup preparations. The first 2 games will be played in Visakhapatnam, while the last 3 in Thiruvananthapuram. Pakistan lifted the Under-19 Asia Cup, defeating India by 191 runs in Dubai today. Put into bat, Pakistan posted 347 runs for the loss of 8 wickets in the stipulated 50 overs. In reply, India were bowled out for 156 runs in 26.2 overs. In England, thousands of people welcomed the winter solstice at Stonehenge today, celebrating as the sun rose over the ancient stone circle. The winter solstice marks the shortest day of the year in the northern hemisphere and the start of astronomical winter. The ancient monument, erected between 5,000 and 3,500 years ago, was built to align with the movement of the sun on the solstice's key dates in the calendar for ancient farmers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Viksit Bharat-G bill gets President's assent. Act guarantees 125 days of wage employment for rural households. Prime Minister Narendra Modi says government working with farmers' interests as top priority lays foundation stone of Ammonia-Urea fertilizer project in Dibrugarh, Assam. India rejects Bangladesh media's report on security breach outside its High Commission in New Delhi, voices strong concern over attacks on minorities in the neighbouring country. BJP-led ruling Mahayuti alliance inches towards a massive win in Maharashtra local body polls. Severe cold wave and dense fog grip North India. And in women's cricket, Sri Lanka set a target of 122 runs for India in the opening T20 of the 5-match series in Visakhapatnam. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.